1/3 share Women's Reservation Bill passed by Lok Sabha, the stature of women will increase in politics. India gets the right to issue OIML certificate. India becomes the 13th country to issue the certificate. There will be an increase in exports. Trail guard camera tested in Madhya Pradesh. These cameras will be equipped with artificial intelligence. Illegal hunting of tigers will be banned. NASA's Parker solar probe creates history. Spacecraft passes through powerful solar explosion. The mission will be helpful in understanding the structure of solar plasma. High BP patients are increasing rapidly in the world. If not handled on time, the situation may worsen, WHO released report. In the recently concluded special session of Parliament, the central government introduced the Women's Reservation Bill in the Lok Sabha. This bill was passed by both houses of the Parliament. This bill reserves 33% seats for women in the Lok Sabha, state assemblies and Delhi Assembly. According to the bill, this arrangement will be applicable for 15 years. However, after this period, the Parliament will have the power to extend the period of reservation. For this, amendments will be made in Articles 330, 239AA and 332 of the Constitution. Article 330 has a provision for seat reservation for scheduled caste and tribes in the Lok Sabha. Under the bill, Article 330A will be added to the Constitution, in which the provision of 33% reservation for women has been added. At the same time, by amending Article 332 of the Constitution, a provision has been made to reserve 33% seats for women in the state assemblies. Also, by amending Article 239AA, 33% seats in the National Capital Territory of Delhi will be reserved for women. It is noteworthy that at present there are a total of 543 seats in the Lok Sabha, out of which now 181 seats will be reserved for women. The number of women MPs in the current Lok Sabha is 78. According to a statistic, women's participation in 19 assemblies of the country is less than 10%. Let us tell you that in the year 2008, during the Manmohan Singh government, the Women's Reservation Bill was brought. This bill was passed by the Rajya Sabha, but this bill got stuck in the Lok Sabha. However, the recent bill introduced in the Lok Sabha is different from the bill introduced in 2008. In the 2008 bill, 1/3 of the Lok Sabha seats in every state or union territory were reserved for women. But not all union territories have been included in the recent bill. Second, the 2008 bill had a provision to change the cycle of reserved seats after each general election. But now a provision has been made to change the reserved seats after each delimitation. The Supreme Court recently onboarded all its cases in the NJDG, that is National Judicial Data Grid. Its objective is to promote transparency in the Indian judicial system. Basically, NJDG is an online platform under the e-court project. A database of orders, judgments and case details of 18,735 courts is available on it. In this, detailed information up to sub-district department is available. Its speciality is that the data is updated in real time. Let us tell you that this is a centrally sponsored scheme. It was created as part of Phase 2 of the e-courts project. The platform has been developed by the National Informatics Center. Currently, litigants and stakeholders can access status information of 23.81 crore cases and more than 23.02 crore orders and judgments. NJDG serves as a monitoring tool to identify, manage, and reduce the pendency of cases. NJDG also helps identify bottlenecks in judicial processes. Land record data of 26 states has been linked with NJDG to track cases related to land disputes. If the number of land disputes increases in a specific state, policymakers can use this data to consider strengthening relevant laws. Recently, Vishvakarma Yojana was launched. Under this scheme, skills of youth engaged in traditional crafts will be developed. Under the scheme, advanced training will also be given to the beneficiaries. For this, a toolkit book has also been released. in 12 Indian languages. It has been announced to allocate Rs 13,000 to 15,000 crore for this scheme. Through the scheme, there is a plan to empower workers of 18 sectors including weavers, goldsmiths, blacksmiths, barbers, masons. This scheme will help in providing easy loans to the artisans to enhance their skills and help in their earning. Under this program, workers will be registered on the biometric-based PM Vishvakarma portal. Registration of Vishvakarma workers will be done free of cost at common service centers. After registration, they will be provided Vishvakarma certificate and ID card. Along with this, a toolkit incentive amount of Rs 15,000 will be given for basic and advanced training. Apart from this, Rs 500 per month will be given during training and Rs 1,500 will be given for the purchase of modern tools. Along with this, assistance of Rs 1 lakh and Rs 2 lakh will be given in 2 installments. Under Vishwakarma Yojana, artisans will get this financial assistance at a concessional interest rate of 5%. Under the program, a target has been set to cover 5 lakh families in the first year and 30 lakh families in 5 years. New information is coming to light every day regarding the Moon, Earth's only natural satellite. Recently, a new report related to India's first moon mission Chandrayaan-1 came out. American scientists analyzing remote sensing data from Chandrayaan-1 found that high-energy electrons from Earth can form water on the Moon. Researchers at the University of Hawaii in the US found that electrons present in the Earth's plasma sheet have also been found on the Moon's surface. These particles play an important role in weathering processes on the lunar surface, including the breakdown of rocks and minerals. Apart from this, research published in Nature Astronomy journal found that electrons may have been helpful in the formation of water on the lunar body. According to researchers, this new discovery will prove helpful in understanding the permanently shadowed areas of the Moon. It will also help in solving the mystery of water formation on the Moon. Let us tell you that the Indian mission Chandrayaan-1 played an important role in the discovery of water molecules on the Moon. This Moon mission was launched in the year 2008. Let us tell you that recently, while creating history in the space world, India made a soft landing on the south pole of the Moon. India became the first country in the world to reach the south pole of the Moon. Apart from India, America, Russia, and China have achieved soft landing on the lunar surface. Recently, 5 people died due to scrub typhus infection in Bargarh district of Odisha. At the same time, 4 other people have been found infected. Even before this, scrub typhus infection was seen in the year 2014. The state government has asked health officials to strengthen the surveillance system for its early diagnosis. It has also been asked to ensure adequate availability of testing kits and medicines in all district public health laboratories. Scrub typhus infection is spread by chigger bites. These chiggers are usually found in fields, forests, and village ponds. It is from here that they come in contact with people, due to which the person gets infected. Chiggers usually live in places with low temperatures and high humidity. These chiggers are in their larval stage from July to October. This is why their maximum prevalence usually occurs during the rainy season. Common symptoms of these diseases include fever, body ache, swelling, and marks on the skin. This can also lead to death of the person. If the fever persists for several days, the person needs to undergo an ELISA test to detect infection. Antibodies are detected in the blood under the enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay, that is ELISA test. Antibodies have the ability to fight against infection in the body. Recently, trail guard cameras were tested in Madhya Pradesh to curb poaching of tigers. The camera is equipped with artificial intelligence. This step has been taken in view of the poor condition of tigers in the Kanha-Pench corridor. This camera will be used to count wild animals and monitor the movements of potential poachers. This camera is a thin device that can be installed indirectly within the foliage of trees. At 13.8 cm long and 1.4 cm wide, it is shaped like a pen. The system is equipped with software that can recognize and photograph specific species including humans, lions, tigers, and cheetahs. Also, if the camera is located at a location within range of cell phone towers, it can send photos within 30 seconds. At the same time, if out of range, it may take 3 to 10 minutes to send photos under a longer protocol. Let us tell you that the device was manufactured by Resolve, an international non-profit organization in which the operative AI processor is Intel's Myriad chip. Recently, NASA's Parker Solar Probe has achieved a new record. It has become the first manned spacecraft to fly through a powerful solar explosion that occurs close to Sun. Now, this will help in the study of initial phase of CME, that is coronal mass ejections. Also, it will be helpful in understanding the structure and evolution of solar plasma. According to NASA, this mission has reached closest to the Sun. It is revolving at a distance of 40 lakh kilometers from the surface of the Sun. Parker Solar Probe is equipped with a special type of heat shield. There is also an autonomous system which protects it from the storm of the Sun. The study of these solar storms will reveal what is the function of the solar dust that blows between the planets in space. It will also detect its effect on gravity, atmosphere, or magnetic field of any planet. CMEs are fierce bombardments of gaseous matter and magnetic fields thrown outward from the corona, Sun's outer atmosphere. Its speed is about 100 to 3000 km per second. Billions of tons of plasma are released during ejection that can damage any planet, satellite, or spacecraft in its path. It is noteworthy that American space agency NASA launched Parker Solar Probe mission in the year 2018. The purpose of Parker Solar Probe is to study the outer corona of the Sun. Let us inform you that India has also launched its first Sun mission Aditya L1 recently. Under this mission, the spacecraft will be placed in a halo orbit around the L1, that is Lagrange point of the Sun-Earth system. The distance of this orbit from the Earth is about 1.5 million kilometers. Recently, India got the status of OIML certificate issuing authority. The Secretary of the Union Consumer Affairs Ministry gave this information. India had applied for this in March this year. It is believed that now there will be increase in exports, foreign exchange earnings, and employment generation. Besides, the certification process will also be streamlined. Let us tell you that the full name of OIML is International Organization of Legal Metrology. It was established in the year 1955. The headquarters of OIML is located in Paris. OIML is an international standards setting body. It develops standards and related documents for the use of instruments by legal metrology authorities. It plays an important role in harmonizing national laws and regulations governing the performance of measuring instruments. These devices include clinical thermometers, alcohol breath analyzers, ship tanks found at ports, and petrol dispensing units. India became its member in the year 1956. OIML is a certificate accepted worldwide. This certificate simplifies the certification process for manufacturers. This eliminates the need to seek certification from other OIML member countries. Talking about Indian manufacturers, their products can now be certified domestically. Also, now they will be able to export across the world without the need for certification from any other country. After India, the number of countries issuing OIML certificates has now increased to 13. Due to this, neighboring countries can also come to India for certification. This can prove to be a better source of revenue generation. This will also give a boost to Indian manufacturers and the country's economy. OECD, that is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, has shared a report related to the Indian economy. The report has estimated the Indian economy to grow at an average rate of 6.3% in the fiscal year 2024. This is more than the earlier estimate of 6%. The report predicts India's inflation to 5.3% from the earlier estimate of 4.8%. According to Reserve Bank of India, India's growth rate will be 6.5% in the financial year 2024. Apart from this, the inflation rate is estimated to be 5.4%. OECD has also mentioned America and China in its report. According to the report, the US economy is helping to keep the global recession under control this year. On the other hand, the Chinese economy may create headwind at the global level next year. According to experts, the growth rate of global GDP will be only 3% this year. At the same time, last year, the growth rate of global GDP was 3.3%. Let us tell you that OECD is a global organization that works to improve economic and social welfare. It was established in the year 1961. At present, the number of its member countries is 35. The member countries of this organization include countries like America, Australia, Italy, Japan. However, India is not a part of this international institution. The headquarters of OECD is in Paris, France. Recently, the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Agriculture has announced a new gift for the farmers. Kisan Loan Portal, door-to-door KCC campaign and Winds Manual have been started for farmers. The main objective of this initiative is to increase financial inclusion in the agriculture sector. Along with this, the goals of these schemes are also to optimize data usage in the agriculture sector and improve the lives of farmers across the country. Farmers' access to credit services will be facilitated under the Kisan Loan Portal. Through this scheme, agricultural loans will also be available to farmers at low interest rates. Many government institutions will work together in this scheme. These include Financial Services Department, Animal Husbandry and Dairy Department, Fisheries Department. Apart from this, Reserve Bank of India and NABARD will also participate in this scheme. The name of the second initiative is Ghar Ghar KCC, that is Kisan Credit Card Campaign. Under this campaign, every farmer will have uninterrupted access to credit facilities. This campaign will start from October 1st, 2023 and will run till December 31st, 2023. The aim of this scheme is to extend the benefits of Kisan Credit Card Scheme to every targeted farmer across the country. Automated weather stations will be established at block and gram panchayat levels through WINDS, that is Weather Information Network Data System. This initiative creates a robust database of hyperlocal weather data supporting various agricultural services. This will helpful to the states and union territories in setting up the WINDS platform and observing objective data. It also provides practical insights into leveraging weather data for better crop management, resource allocation, and risk reduction. Recently, a study has been published in Nature magazine regarding European bumblebee species. According to the study, more than 75% of European bumblebee species could be included in the threatened category within the coming 40 to 60 years. Data from different periods were analyzed in the study. According to this, data from 1901 to 1970 and from 2000 to 2014 has been covered. Actually, bumblebee is a species of bees. It is found in cold and temperate regions of the northern hemisphere. These are considered very important for pollination of crops. Let us tell you that about 90% of wild plants and most of the crops benefit from pollination by animals. However, according to studies, human activities cause habitat loss for these species. Besides, their number are also decreasing due to climate change. Currently, 38 to 76% of the species are included in the non-threatened category. It is also estimated that from the year 2061 to 2080, there may be a substantial reduction of at least 30% in their ecologically suitable areas. At the same time, some species of Arctic and alpine environments may face extinction in Europe. This is likely to result in the loss of at least 90% of their habitat. However, some parts of Scandinavia may serve as habitat for these species, but it is difficult to say how unaffected these areas will be by human activity. Recently, the World Health Organization released a report. According to the report, almost 4 out of every 5 people suffering from high blood pressure do not get adequate treatment. This is the first time the World Health Organization has released such a report. At the same time, the report claims that if countries take adequate prevention, about 76 million deaths can be prevented between 2023 and 2050. Actually, a report in The Lancet even claimed that high blood pressure is the single most important cause of death and disability in India. According to reports, high blood pressure affects 1 in 3 adults worldwide. More than 3/4 of adults suffering from it live in low and middle income countries. High blood pressure causes many other health problems like heart attack, kidney damage, etc. The increasing number of blood pressure patients in the world is a big concern. While there were 650 million patients in 1990, the number increased to 1.3 billion in 2019. Less than 1/4 of patients in India had their blood pressure under control during 2016 to 2020. According to the National Family Health Survey data from 2019 to 2020, 24% of men and 21% of women in India are suffering from high blood pressure. The World Health Organization recommends an emphasis on lifestyle changes, medication, and effective management as solutions. Recently, the Government of India has decided to revive the ancient maritime heritage under Project Mausam. The Culture Ministry has tied up with the Indian Navy and Goa-based Hodi Innovations for the reconstruction of an ancient stitched ship. Many ministries are working together in this project. The Ministry of Culture is bearing the financial burden of this program. At the same time, the Indian Navy is handling the design and construction of the ship. Along with this, assistance will be provided by the Ministry of External Affairs in its implementation phase. According to the officials associated with this scheme, this ship running on the ancient sea trade route will also be constructed in a very special way. In a centuries-old technique, wooden planks would be shaped to conform the shape to the hull. Each plank will be sealed with a combination of coconut fiber, resin and fish oil and stitched together using cords. The stitching work of this ship will be done by a team of traditional shipbuilders led by Babu Shankaran, who is considered an expert in stitched ship technology. The cost of this project has been fixed at Rs 9 crore. It is believed that it may take about 22 months to complete. The ship will embark on her maiden voyage from Cuttack, Odisha in November 2025 with 13 Indian Navy crew. Let us tell you that Project Mausam has been started by the Ministry of Culture. The project aims to understand monsoon patterns, cultural pathways and marine landscapes. Project Mausam is considered India's answer to China's maritime Silk Road. It is noteworthy that Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Iran, Myanmar and Vietnam have shown interest in this project. According to media reports, India is also planning to approach UNESCO to give international heritage status to Project Mausam. Recently, a committee appointed by the Supreme Court has given its verdict in favor of Segur corridor. The committee has declared 12 private resorts along the corridor illegal. Resort owners had opposed designating the corridor as elephant habitat. However, the investigating committee ruled in favor of preserving the integrity of the corridor. In fact, in the year 2010, the Tamil Nadu government had issued a notification related to Segur Elephant Corridor. In it, this area was described as an important habitat for elephants. However, the owners of 12 private resorts built in that area raised their voice against this decision of the Tamil Nadu government. The resort owners had mainly argued that the corridor did not include any elephant habitat. These resort owners got relief when the matter reached Madras High Court. But environmental activists reached the Supreme Court against this. The court formed a committee to look into this issue related to environment and wildlife. Now the committee has given its report against the resort owners. In fact, this area of Segur Plateau connects the Western Ghats forest with the Eastern Ghats forest. This is considered a major corridor for elephants. Starting from Mudumalai Reserve on the west side, there is a wide forest route for elephant movement towards Segur Plateau, Anaikatti and Siriur. Hundreds of elephants regularly use this corridor for movement. The Segur Elephant Corridor is an important area not only for elephants but also for other animals like tigers. Talking about the population of elephants at present, there are approximately 50,000 to 60,000 Asian elephants in the world. More than 60% of the world's elephant population is in India. As per 2017 census, there are 29,964 elephants in India. Apart from this, Project Elephant project has been implemented for the conservation of elephants in the country. Under this project, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change provides financial and technical assistance to the states with major elephant populations in the country. Let us now look at the 5 questions based on the bulletin. Questions based on today's bulletin are: first question is, consider the following statements with reference to Women's Reservation Bill. 1. Under this bill, Articles 330, 239AA and 332 of the Constitution will be amended. 2. According to this bill, 33% seats will be reserved for women in the assemblies of all the states and union territories of the country. 3. Along with Lok Sabha, 33% seats will be reserved for women in Rajya Sabha also. How many of the above statements are wrong? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or no one? Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Vishvakarma Yojana. 1. Under this scheme, skill development of youth engaged in traditional art style will be done. 2. Registration of Vishvakarma workers will be done free of cost at common service centers. 3. Under the scheme, a toolkit incentive of Rs 15,000 will be given for basic and advanced training. 4. Under the scheme, assistance will be given as credit amount of Rs 1 lakh and Rs 2 lakh in 2 installments. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, only 3 or all 4? Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to scrub typhus infection. 1. This infection spreads through the bite of chigger. 2. The maximum spread of this disease usually occurs during the summer season. 3. To detect this infection, a person has to undergo ELISA test. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or no one? Next question is, consider the following statements related to bumblebees. 1. This species of bees is found in North America. 2. They are considered very important for pollination of crops. 3. This species is not affected by climate change. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or no one? Last question is, consider the following statements related to Segur corridor. 1. This corridor connects the forest of the Western Ghats with the forest of the Eastern Ghats. 2. The corridor is located in the Mudumalai Reserve. 3. This corridor is considered to be the habitat of elephants. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or no one? Recently, the 10th meeting of India and Malaysia Joint Subcommittee was organized. The event was conducted in New Delhi. The meeting was chaired by the Joint Secretary, Naval Systems. The objective of the meeting is to further strengthen the relations between the two countries. Defense research and industry cooperation between the two countries was reviewed during the meeting. The countries also discussed issues related to science and technology and the expansion of its effective and practical initiatives. Besides, both the countries also discussed other issues related to mutual interest. Recently, Indian Coast Guard organized International Coastal Cleanup Day 2023 in all coastal states and union territories. This day is celebrated across the world every year on the third Saturday of the month of September. The event was organized under the auspices of the United Nations Environment Programme and the South Asia Cooperative Environment Programme. It was started in India in the year 2006. It was celebrated as a part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India has recently announced the launch of a scheme called Bima Sugam. It aims to make India the world's largest online marketplace for insurance products and services. Bima Sugam is an online platform. Here, customers can easily choose the appropriate insurance from the insurance options offered by different companies. It covers all the needs, including life, health, and general insurance. The total budget of Bima Sugam has been increased from approximately Rs 85 crore to Rs 200 crore. However, its implementation has been postponed to June 2024. Recently, the Indian Air Force has taken delivery of the first of 56 C-295 aircraft. This aircraft will replace the old Avro aircraft. The C-295 is used to perform a variety of missions. These include troop and cargo transportation, maritime patrol, air support, medical evacuation, VIP transportation, and other missions. This aircraft can carry up to 9 tons of payload or 71 personnel simultaneously. Its maximum cruise speed is 260 knots. The 40 aircraft will be manufactured in India by Tata Advanced Systems Limited or TASL. Recently, a study was published in the Nature magazine. According to this, Australian researchers have discovered the mystery of the pink diamond found in Australia. This diamond was formed due to the breakup of Earth's oldest continents. This continent was known as Nuna or Columbia. By measuring the age of the elements in the crystal, the researchers determined that it was 1.3 billion years old. Let us tell you that Australia's Argyle mine is known for more than 90% of the Earth's pink diamonds. However, the mine was closed in 2020 due to financial reasons. For this reason, the price of these diamonds is high. Recently, Operation Sajag was organized by the Indian Coast Guard. The exercise facilitates re-evaluation of coastal security mechanisms and brings awareness among fishermen at sea. Maritime Police, Ports and Indian Navy participated in this exercise. A one-day exercise is conducted every month to improve coastal defense construction, and its results are taken forward. The drill will enable it to verify the implementation of various coastal security measures, besides bringing out important lessons and highlighting trends in coastal security. Recently, during the 45th session of the World Heritage Committee, UNESCO released the list of World Heritage. Many heritage sites of India have been included in this. The sacred temples of the Hoysala group of temples in Belur, Halebid and Somnath Pura in Karnataka have been included in the World Heritage list. Let us tell you that before this, Shantiniketan of West Bengal has also been included in the UNESCO World Heritage list. Shanti Niketan is located in Birbhum district of West Bengal. Rabindranath Tagore had built Vishwabharati University at this place. With this, the number of World Heritage Sites in India has increased to 42. These days, the conflict between India and Canada remains the center of discussion. Amidst all this, the Five Eyes group is in the headlines. Let us tell you that the Five Eyes or FVEY is an alliance of intelligence agencies of Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United Kingdom and the United States. It is the most famous of all the spy alliances in the world. It is believed that this intelligence alliance was formally started in 1946 after the Second World War. Recently, the central government has instituted National Science Awards, a category of national awards in the field of science, technology and innovation. The objective of the National Science Awards is to recognize remarkable and inspiring contributions made by scientists, technologists and inventors individually or in teams in various fields of science, technology and technology-based innovation. National Science Awards will be one of the highest awards in the field of science, technology and innovation in India.